Hello everyone, Bhavna Gunwani this side. Today in this session I'm going to talk about abstract classes and abstract method. Basically by creating the abstract method, we can implement the concept of overriding, or you can say that vice versa. When we are saying overriding, the base class is actually be having the abstract method that needs to be overridden in the child classes itself. So basically, abstract class is a special kind of class which cannot be instantiated on its own. It means that it should have a base class or to be subclassed to access the behaviors and attributes and to override the contract of abstract class into the subclasses. Basically, abstract class provides a common base for subclasses to inherit methods and field definition or attributes, whatever you write over there, but allows for subclasses to provide their own implementations also, whether it should not only rely on the abstract method and abstract classes only. One important note to be pointed down here that abstract class does not contain only abstract method, it also contains abstract and non-abstract methods, the data members and the constructors too. But if you have any single abstract method in a particular class, that class has to be abstract. Members declared as abstract, as I told you, must be implemented or overridden to the child classes or derived classes to redefine their functionalities. This is one of the example being elaborated here where we are supposed to use the abstract iteration to provide the common behavior that multiple base classes, derived classes can share or override the behaviors of the parent class. Actually make the real use of abstract classes to create multiple versions of your component class, as the banking example is in our front of our eye, where the bank is in contract, where we have different kind of bank accounts to be used that contract. Considering that each bank account is having some common behaviors, whether it is current account, saving account or loan account, every bank account will have three basic behaviors: deposit, withdrawal and finding the balance, getting the balance, whatever balance you have in your account. So initial balance or such kind of attributes every bank account will be having. Some additional functionalities could have in the current account, that the payments can be happened, scheduling can be happened. In saving you can make the FDs, RDs. In loan account you can schedule the loan payments, and so many other features would be there in each and every type of account, but the common behaviors remain same. So what actually we do, we create a bank account like a contract, and that contract has to be overridden into the child classes or implement into the child classes. That's how it really works in a real time. I'm super excited to tell you this practically, so let's get started. Here I'm implementing the same example, creating a class bank account where I'm going to create deposit method, withdrawal method and balance. You can see that I really need these three basic behaviors in each and every account, but I really want to make it as a contract because every type of account should follow the same method signature, so that it helps the newcomers to join the team, as well as it helps in testing and maintain my code in a appropriate manner. So you can see that it's giving me the error. The methods should have their definition, but I really don't want to define them. I wanted to create them as a contract that my child class should follow. So I will make these methods abstract. But you can see that if you have any abstract method is there in a particular class, that class itself needs to be declared as an abstract. This also needs to be abstract. This also needs to be abstract. So what will happen now, if I'll be having any child class, for example, saving account, that is going to extend bank account class. You can see that I'm getting the error. It is saying that the type saving account must implement the inherited abstract method withdrawal, balance and deposit, because I told you if you have any parent class having an abstract method, that needs to be anyhow implemented into the child class, overridden into the child class. So you can also write it by your own, or you can just go for a quick fix and it will tell you add unimplemented option. So it has implemented the method as of now, but you can make the modifications later. I'm just going to remove this extra kind of statements being generated. I don't want to throw any exception or something. We'll be writing my own piece of code here. As of now, we are just discussing the concept. So just wanted to print out a basic message: deposit in saving account, sys out, withdraw from saving account, balance in saving account. Similarly, if I am going to add one more class here, that is, let's say, current account, this class is also going to extend bank account. It has to override all these three methods, and here I'm writing its own definitions. Deposit in current account, withdrawal from current account, balance in current account. So you can write all the behaviors as per your requirement. My purpose is to just explain the abstract class and abstract methods in this demonstration as of now. Going to my main method, when you are trying to instantiate your bank account, it is simply saying that you cannot create the instance of bank account, otherwise you need to implement the methods. If even though you are just writing this, I'll talk about that particular anonymous class in few minutes. So here you can see that cannot instantiate the type bank account because this is an abstract class. So what I'm going to do is creating a saving account instance equals to new saving account dot deposit, saving account dot withdraw, saving account dot get balance. Same thing you can do for the current account. Current account instance is being created here. Then you can call the respective methods: deposit, withdraw and balance. Let me just run this piece of code. So this is giving, I think, any particular warning. Here I'm running my application. Deposit in saving account, withdrawal from saving account, balance in saving account, deposit in current account, withdrawal from current account and balance in current account. I also wanted to tell you a couple of more iterations here. As I told you, this is an abstract class that contains the abstract method declarations, but it does not mean that it does not contain the non-abstract methods. As I told you, this abstract class can also contain the non-abstract methods. For example, I am creating a welcome message here that simply says that welcome to ABC Bank. Now question is, how do we call this method? So as I told you guys, we cannot create an instance of the abstract class. So with the help of the child class instance or the reference variable, we can call that particular non-abstract method. If you wanted to call this here also, guys, you can create a menu driven application for the same. Current account dot welcome message. Just for the sake of understanding, I'm gonna say sys out. So this is gonna change the line here. Okay, this is the saving account transactions, and these are the current account one. Another aspect I wanted to tell you is, for example, I have an abstract class manage bank where I have two methods, abstract void open account, abstract void close account. The moment I'm saying this, I wanted to operate on these abstract methods into the saving account and child account, but as I told you, at a one given point of time, I cannot extend two classes. Syntax will not allow that. So what I can do is, bank account is already been extended to the saving account. So I can extend the manage bank to the bank account this way. So what will happen? As I told you, it's a multi-level inheritance. Manage bank inherited to the bank account inherited to the saving account. So anyhow, saving account needs to override the manage bank unimplemented methods also, which is open and close. I hope it's clear to everyone. So I am going to print a message opening saving account closing saving account. Same thing needs to be implemented here. Opening current account and opening sys out, opening current account, closing current account. You can just call these things from here. Saving account dot open account, saving account dot close account, current account dot open account, current account dot close account. I hope the things are pretty clear to everyone. These are the ground rule any abstract method and any abstract class needs to follow. As I told you, I'm just recalling it for your confirmation. Abstract class is a class cannot be instantiated by its own. It meant to be extended into the subclasses. It provides a common base for the subclasses. So wherever you're gonna implement, whenever you're gonna extend your abstract class, that class has to implement their abstract methods itself. An abstract class can have the abstract and non-abstract methods too. This is to enforce a certain level of consistency across the concrete classes that I'm going to create here, just like saving account and current account. By declaring a method as an abstract, actually you are creating a kind of contract that each subclass needs to be followed. So many things you can just plan it here. This was certainly an example where I tried demonstrating you the skeleton of the implementation of the abstract classes. I hope your concept is clear. Until next time, stay tuned. Thank you. Hello everyone, Bhavna Gunwani this side. Today in this session, I am going to talk about interfaces, which are probably the most powerful tool to achieve abstraction in Java. Basically, interfaces act as a contract for a class or a structure which implements it or implements by the subclasses. Do not confuse it with the concept of abstract classes and abstract method, guys. Also, interface and abstract classes do have some common behaviors to be achieved with, but interface is a more contractual aspect of implementing in object-oriented programming. It provides a structure that implements an interface is bound to implement all its members. Interface are completely pure abstract classes, I can say that, because they never act as a parent, just like an abstract class writing in a non-abstract methods and so many other things inside it. It's a pure abstract class, or I can say that a pure contract. As a result of this class implementing an interface are forced to give the implementation of all the methods or behaviors. One more important thing that you can consider that here is, just like in abstract classes, interface also cannot be instantiated by its own. Implicitly, one important thing you can make a note here, all the members of an interface are by default public and abstract. If you do not define any modifier, it's public and abstract. So you don't need to make a method abstract or any interface abstract, because interface itself is consisting the abstract classes. It actually does not provide an implementation, and it cannot be instantiated, and it cannot have a constructor either. So this is the beauty of contract, force contract, I can say that. So many examples you can consider. I will be demonstrating the same banking example to you with the help of an interface, but there are so many other real-time implementations that you can just come up with these kind of contracts. There is a logger given where you have a console log, file log. Similarly, you have a printer implementation. One printer can print onto the console, print onto the paper, print onto the screen. So such kind of examples you can consider. You can see that here we have an abstract method log in the interface that needs to be forcefully implemented to each class, subclass, with writing their behaviors for what purpose they are defined to. When to use interface and why to use interface, let me tell you some insights here. To group object based upon common behaviors like you do in WCA for web services, as I told you in the banking example also. All the bank accounts will have a common behaviors like deposit, withdrawal and balance. So you can write those common behaviors as in contract or declarations inside the contract or the interface, and then you can just implement them in the child classes. To provide a more abstract view to a model which is unchangeable, that you can use abstract classes, not forcefully, but yes, interface to be. To create loosely coupled components which are easy to maintain and pluggable, since the implementation of an interface is separated from itself. So let's get started, guys, to implement interface practically. I already have this bank account example which I would like to reframe with the help of an interface. Just like I created a bank account here, I'm going to create iBank account interface. As I told you, all the members of interface, methods of interface are by default public and abstract. You don't need to define their access modifier and the abstract keyword itself. You just define deposit, withdraw, and balance. Going to create a class saving account. Rest of the things may remain same. Actually, a class implements the interface but extends the class because it has to implement the contract forcefully. I need to override my unimplemented methods from the interface. You can see that there is one difference. while overriding your the methods into the saving account and current account, and you are going to extend your abstract, you can see that there is a difference here. The access modifier is automatically attached, and these methods are also too overridden. So I'm not going to write the things again by my own. I can just simply copy them to override it. Just one thing I need to consider is I need to make it public, because access modifier is by default public. Same thing I need to do for the current account as well. Class current account that implements the iBank account, and it has to override the methods. I already have the things ready, so I can simply copy it, deposit, withdrawal, and balance. Again, I need to make them public. Public, public, and public. So this is something how you can implement an interface into the class. Considering that I have one more interface, I manage bank, which has open account and close account. Earlier what I was doing is I was extending the abstract class into the saving account and one abstract class into the another, because a class can extend only one class at a time. But here something that you can achieve with a class can implement more than one interface at a go. So you can see that I can directly implement I manage account into the saving account. So I can just override my open account and close account also here in my saving account and current account. Public, this also has to be public. So this is something you can play around, and same thing you can do for the current account as well. I'm going to implement I manage bank. Then I need to overwrite here the open account and the close account. Public and public. This piece of code might remain same, so you can just simply copy it from here. One thing I would like to tell you importantly before that I should run this application. So you can see that this is what all transactions are associated to the saving account. Here all are associated to the current account. Okay, another thing that you might need to iterate is guys, as I told you in abstract class I could have non-abstract methods also. But if you will try to add any non-abstract method, it means with the help of the definition kind of. So you can see that it's giving the error. I'm just writing welcome to ABC Bank also here. It's giving me the error that an interface cannot have non-abstract method. Abstract methods do not specify a body because all the methods are by default abstract in interface. So what you can do is, guys, you can have a default method. Default method is a kind of non-abstract method that you can call with the help of the instance of the child class. Just like this. Saving account dot welcome message, and the same you can do for the current account also. Kind of this. Otherwise, you can also do one thing. You can create the static method. So you can just create a static void only welcome. manage your account here. As this is static, you can directly access the static method with the help of the interface name itself. So I can just go there into the main method and I can say I manage account, manage bank dot welcome message. And this is how it works. I hope things are pretty clear to everyone. Let me recall. Interface is nothing but a blueprint for classes that defines a set of methods that a class must implement. Interface cannot be instantiated on their own and must be implemented by the subclasses like a saving account and current account. Classes can implement multiple interfaces just like this, and this kind of inheritance is known as multiple interfaces. We use interfaces to enforce behaviors for multiple classes, while abstract classes only allow inheritance within a single hierarchy. This is what you can just get it know, and you can moreover implement their functionalities to deposit the amount, withdraw the amount, and balance the get the balance. I think override rule is clear to everyone. The signature of the methods being overridden as compared to the abstract method should be same. You cannot add the parameters, change the name of the method, access modifier and all. Only the thing is, even though in the primitive type, the return type should also be same as I told you. So these are the ground rules. Everyone needs to set this up. So I hope it really helps and you got the concept clear. Until next time, stay tuned. Thank you everyone.